Imagine hearing the words congratulations for your biggest achievements and then seeing them coming true. This simple yet powerful technique, known as Neville Goddard's congratulations technique, is exactly how I manifested 2 life-changing milestones. First, being recognized as CEO of the Year at the Fortuna Awards ceremony here locally in Dubai. And second, having my YouTube channel monetized. So I'll share my personal story in this video and walk you through the exact steps that I used and what you can do to start applying today to manifest the results you desire in your life. Whether it be a recognition for an award or celebrating major achievements, or maybe even a wedding proposal. So if you're new to this channel, my name is Amy Lin and I'm a wealth mindset coach. And I help entrepreneurs to achieve their first 6 figures and scale to 7 figures without burnout using manifestation techniques, just like today's video, the congratulations technique. Now, let's dive right into it. So for those of you who may not be familiar with this technique, the congratulations technique, this technique came from Neville Goddard. And this is where you would imagine someone congratulating you for having achieved your desired outcomes or your goals. And this technique is similar to the eavesdropping technique, where you would imagine overhearing your loved ones talking about you having achieved your accomplishments. I actually did a separate video about how I manifested overhearing my mom saying exactly what I wanted her to say in just 10 days. You can check out that video here. And as you can see, both the eavesdropping technique and this congratulation technique are focused on manifesting your desires by leveraging your imagination. And the important thing to remember is not to get caught up on the specific technique, because it's not about the technique. They are all rooted in the same foundation premise, which is imagination creates reality. What truly matters is your internal state and your consciousness. It's not the technique itself. And now I would like to share 2 personal stories of how I use the congratulation technique to manifest my own achievements. First, let's talk about the CEO of the Year award. And just to give you some context, there were over 25,000 applicants, but only 105 leaders were selected. And I was deeply honored to be chosen as one of the awardees, representing the US at the prestigious Fortuna Awards locally here in Dubai. So what I was doing was that I was visualizing receiving the email that says, congratulations, you have been selected as the CEO of the Year. And that's exactly what happened. But here's the part that I didn't expect, which was after receiving the award, people I didn't even know, like other attendees, there's some staff, they came up to me and they said, congratulations. And it put a smile on my face because that's exactly what I had imagined hearing in my visualization. So I was imagining seeing the words congratulations and also hearing congratulations. Then the second manifestation is my YouTube channel. So I had been working on the YouTube channel for some time, as you guys might know, and my goal was to get monetized before the end of the year. I didn't know when it was gonna happen, but what I did was I was visualizing myself opening my phone one day and seeing the email that says, congratulations, your channel has been approved for monetization, something like that. And to my surprise, after receiving the exact email, I shared the news with a group of creators that I'm a part of, and people began sending me messages that said, congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. And they were literally the exact words that I was visualizing. I'm telling you, this stuff works. Now, let me break down the exact steps that I use so you can apply this powerful technique for yourself. So the first step is to create your desired end scenes. In your imagination, you want to construct a clear and specific scene that would imply your desire has already been achieved. Think about someone close to you, maybe like a friend or a family member congratulating you. So who would you hear it from? What would they say? Where are you? And what's happening? So really think about this end scene in details. And the congratulations can come as a spoken words or written messages, or even an action that would symbolize success. Give you an example. A close friend might say, "Congratulations on your promotion." Or you might receive a text that says, "Congratulations, you did it. I'm so happy for you. I'm so proud of you." You want to visualize the details. What would you see, hear, and feel that would represent your success? And for me, as an example, I created 2 specific end scenes. The first one is for the CEO Award of the Year, and the second one is for monetization. So the first one, I imagine hearing my close friends, including my family members, congratulating me for receiving the award. And I visualize myself walking towards the stage with poise, receiving the trophy, smiling at the camera, and giving my thank you speech. And when it comes to the YouTube monetization, I imagine opening my phone and seeing the email from YouTube that read, "Congratulations, your channel is now eligible for monetization." And the truth is that I didn't really know if that's exactly what the email would say, but it doesn't matter. I simply imagine receiving an email letting me know that my channel was monetized. So the thing is that you don't need to have the exact details or the images in your mind. You just need to create images that will represent your desired outcomes. And by crafting a vivid scene that feels real and personal, you then impress your subconscious mind with the belief that your wish is already fulfilled. It is already done. Now, let's move on to step 2. Step 2, feeling is the secret. This is where you want to close your eyes, you want to relax, and you want to enter into a calm, peaceful state. This is where Neville calls the state akin to sleep, sets. And this is where you bypass your conscious mind, your analytical mind, and you start to feel the emotions in your subconscious mind, because your subconscious mind is the emotional mind. Now, bring your scene to life by engaging all your 5 senses. You want to hear people's voices saying congratulations. You want to feel the warmth of a handshake or a hug. You want to see their smiling faces, being so happy for you, filled with pride and happiness. And you want to focus on the emotions. How would you feel? Maybe you will feel proud, maybe you'll feel happy, and a sense of gratitude, as though if it's happening right now. And that's exactly what I did. So for me, when I imagined receiving the award, I felt a mix of excitement and a bit of nervousness being on stage in front of other attendees and being under the spotlight. But overall, I felt happy and I was just felt grateful to be at the award ceremony. And when I imagined the YouTube monetization email, I felt a sense of calm and joy, almost like I was expecting it. So I didn't feel overly excited, like, yeah, because in my mind, it was already done. It felt natural to me. And that's the key. When the feeling becomes natural and real, that's when your desired outcomes manifest in your physical world. And so that leads us to step number 3. Step number 3, act as if. This is where you want to replay your end scenes in your mind, especially before you sleep when your subconscious mind is most suggestible. And you want to do this consistently until the scene feels natural and real. The key here is not to get caught up on how or when it will happen. Your job is to assume the feeling of wish fulfilled is already done and trust the process. And I often get asked by my students, how long do I have to visualize this for? Do I have to do it every day? And here's my answer. The truth is that there is no one size fits all. It's not about how many times you visualize. It's actually about how you feel when you visualize. If you do it once and it feels natural to you, it feels like it's already yours, it's already a reality, then that's enough. On the other hand, if you visualize many times, but it still doesn't feel real, it still feels unnatural, then I would say continue with the visualization. And here's one question I would like you to ask yourself. If your wish was already fulfilled, what wouldn't you do? Well, you wouldn't stress about when your manifestation is coming, so you wouldn't be looking for it or waiting for it to happen. And you wouldn't question if it's really going to happen because it's already done. It's already happened. I hope this makes sense. This is really important. Let me share a real life example of myself. So when I submitted my application for the CEO of the Year award, I knew there was a jury reviewing thousands of other applications. So instead of wondering, will they pick me, or worrying about the outcome, I acted as if it was already mine. So this is what I did. I told my family, so this year for my birthday, I'm gonna be at a award ceremony, getting awarded for the CEO of the Year, because the ceremony happened to be on my birthday. I was already living in the assumption that I had already won. And of course, there were moments when my logical mind creeped in, urging me to email the organizer for an update. But I stopped myself and I asked myself this question. If I'm already the winner, I'm already the CEO of the Year, would I be following up to get the results? The answer is no. So I had to let it go. You see? So this brings up a very important point. Are your actions aligned with your desired outcomes? Many people, myself included, visualize the end goals, but unconsciously take actions that will contradict them. And if you truly believe your wish is already fulfilled, your behavior will reflect that confidence, that outcome. Let me know in the comments below, have you ever visualized a desire but found yourself that your actions didn't really align with it? I'd love to hear your experiences. There you have it. Neville Goddard's congratulations technique, step by step. This method helped me to manifest incredible milestones in my life, and I know that it can work for you too. And here's my advice. Start small if you need to. Choose something you want to manifest. Create an end scene in your mind, hearing people say congratulations. Feel it as real. Trust that your imagination is powerful enough to create your reality. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more manifestation tips and mindset hacks that will help you to manifest your desired outcome. And let me know in the comment sections, what's the one thing that you're manifesting right now? And let's celebrate together, because the truth is, it's already done. And if you want to explore other manifestation techniques, such like this by Neville Goddard, I recommend you next watch this playlist called Manifesting with Neville Goddard, where I share real life manifestation examples using Neville's teaching.